Hi everyone! So today I'm going to be giving my advice to freshmen as an upcoming sophomore, someone who just escaped freshman year. I sorted it into my advice into 3 categories. First, general advice, then social advice, and then academic advice. But like within each category, it's not really sorted. Alright, let's get started. So number 1, don't be mean to your teachers. Like, I'm not saying you have to be super nice to them. I'm not saying be a teacher's pet or whatever. But, like, just be respectful. Like, basic respect. Like, even if they aren't the best towards you. Because, like, at the end of the day, one, they're definitely going to impact your school success. And let's just say you don't care about that. At the end of the day, they're just, like, people, too. They have emotions. So, I don't know. I feel like being mean to your teachers just makes school 10 times harder for yourself anyways. Start thinking about your future. So you don't really have to know what you want to do. I don't know what I want to do. I'm only a sophomore. But like getting into high school, it's actually starting to get serious. Like, it's definitely not that serious freshman year, but like it's still important. And let's just say you're really dead set on going into college. There's like career fairs, stuff like that, all these different things you can explore. So like just grasp onto any opportunities you have or you can. Or like trade school, you can learn about that, I'm pretty sure. At least at my school, there's different like talks and stuff like that. Or if you want to get a job right after school, look into like resume workshops or just ask your teachers about that stuff. Now is the perfect time to start. Join a lot of clubs and extracurriculars at like the start of the year. I joined at least like 6 clubs throughout the school year. Hone it down and focus on like what's actually important to you, what's worth your time. Don't sleep in class. That's one that I struggle a lot with myself. And like speaking from personal experience, like that made school 10 times harder for me. I feel like I can learn like kind of fast, which is why I always told myself, oh, it's okay to sleep in class. Oh, it's okay to sleep in class because you're gonna catch up anyways. But it like actually sucks to have that mindset because one, it kind of makes you tired like for the rest of the day. I feel like whenever I slept in class, it just affected my mood for the rest of the day. And also, sleeping in class, you're missing so much stuff, and then teachers are gonna know you as that kid that always sleeps in class. Try not to make it like the biggest habit. I don't know. I don't recommend it. I need to work on that a lot. Don't be a slow walker in the hallways. Like, everybody says that because it's so true, and everybody notices it. And I think it's a given, always stay on your side of the hallway, the right side. Because if you're walking on the right side of the hallway too, and then someone's walking like straight, like no, just stay on the right side of the hallway. But yeah, don't be a slow walker. Don't just stop in the middle of the hallway, like while everybody's walking to like talk to your friend or something like that. Like, you talk to your friends in the hallways, yeah, but don't be a slow walker because everybody's trying to go everywhere and there's 10 times more people in the hallways. So, you know, and people actually will like yell at you for that. Like they'll actually get mad. Keep your wallet on you, but don't buy every school snack in existence. Like, oh, be careful about the keychains and like pins you put on your backpack. Because like one, I already said there's so many people in the hallway, so everybody's like bumping into each other, and also people like sometimes just take keychains off of your backpack. So and like pins like fall off kind of easily. I'm not gonna lie. Like after like the backpack's getting thrown everywhere, because you're gonna have your backpack with you all the flipping time. So just be mindful. Like, I love decorating a backpack. I like putting cute keychains. I definitely in middle school I had like such a decorated backpack, but like freshman year of high school, I only had 1 keychain on my backpack at a time, and I already lost like 2 keychains. But yeah, so and if you have a Labubu, don't put your Labubu on your backpack. I guarantee someone's gonna snag that. Well, I don't guarantee, but like Labubus are like $55. Come on now, don't put your Labubu on your backpack. And if you do want to put Labubus on your backpack, get the little case thing. But then at the same time, the case thing looks kind of, well, it doesn't look dumb. No, that's so mean. But like, I don't know. I just think I think Labubus look better on like a purse anyways. So, or you're like, if you want to bring a Labubu to school, if you want to bring a Labubu Dubai chocolate shell, gold, 24 carats, 2-tier raspberry Kool-Aid, 70% cacao, chocolate Labubu to school, just put it on like, if anything, I would put it on like your jeans or something, because like no one's gonna go up to your pants and just like. Don't skip breakfasts. If you're someone who usually eats breakfast and is used to eating breakfast every single day, making your schedule for high school, like wake up in time that you can eat breakfast. Or if you're already running late, like don't skip breakfast just because you're running late. Also, don't drag it because punctuality is like a sign of respect, but you don't want to make it a habit being late. But coming late into class every now and then isn't like embarrassing. Like, teachers will understand. They've been through it, especially if you're late to first hour. Like teachers are so used to that first hour. It's not that embarrassing to be late to class once in a while. Good hygiene, please. Good hygiene. You're gonna be around so many people. If you can, like, to your best ability, have good hygiene. Obviously everyone's situation is different, but like just try. Good hygiene tips is you can have like a little bag or a pouch you put in your backpack. Like, a lot of girls do this, and have all your hygiene essentials. Like if you want a Tide pen, deodorant, definitely bring deodorant to school. A roll-on perfume or something, or like if you're a girl, bring at least like keep at least 2 pads on you at all times. Waking up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., whatever time is such a pain, but like I'm not gonna tell you don't wake up at 6 a.m. on the weekends as well, because ain't nobody do that. Ain't nobody is gonna wake up at 6 a.m. on the weekends. So like if you wake up at 5 a.m. to go get ready for school, don't wake up at like 1 p.m. Don't make it too big of a difference, because then your sleep schedule is just gonna be all whack or whatever. Mondays are just so much harder. Don't put too much stuff in your backpack. You can buy school supplies after school starts. I know all these hauls are like super aesthetic, and I love back to school hauls, and I like back to school shopping. That's probably my favorite part before school actually starts. But honestly, you can buy school supplies after school starts, because unless you get like a set list before school starts, most teachers tell you what supplies you need for their class like the first 1 or 2 days of school. Oh, last thing for general advice, whoa, bring snacks to school. I'm telling you, bring your own snacks to school. Because you're gonna end up spending all your money on these school snacks, because you're gonna get hungry throughout the day. Especially if you do sports, have like a snack to eat before practice, because like I don't know if I'm the most qualified person to talk about social advice. First thing I want to say is participate in school events. Like, it's not lame to show school spirit. I don't get why people think they're too cool to participate in anything. Like, it's genuinely fun. That's how you can meet new people, make new friends. And like looking back, you're gonna be, if you don't go, you're gonna be like, oh, I wish I went to these events and stuff like that. Like, it's all part of the high school experience, so just go to the events to what you can. Be okay with losing friends. So honestly, throughout high school, especially freshman year, you're gonna be so lonely. You're gonna feel so lonely sometimes, and just like you're around so many new people. And you know, I sat alone at lunch a few times, and like your crowd is gonna start, like you're not gonna have the same crowd probably. I'm gonna be honest, you might not be in the same friend group. Like you're just gonna fall out with a lot of people in your freshman year because of like schedules, stuff like that, lunch, you know. That's just natural, you know. Like I have FOMO all the time. I feel left out all the time. But at the end of the day, like that's it. Like just be okay with it. Like honestly, who cares? Like, and sitting alone at lunch sometimes, I'm gonna be honest, isn't even embarrassing. Like, I don't know, maybe it's because of how the tables are set up at my cafeteria, but I sat alone a few times, and honestly, I didn't mind. And I don't think other people really like look at that or mind, you know? A small circle, in my personal opinion, is way better than having a bigger circle. Finding a good friend group is good. That's great, honestly. But you don't honestly need a friend group. Like, as long as you have at least like 1 or 2 really good friends or people that you can rely on, then that can make high school so much better. And even if your circle is small, you can still get along with people. Like, I'm not saying don't be friends with more than like a few people, but I'm saying like have those few friends that are really like you're close with. Especially because like in high school, it's really easy to get influenced and grouped in with like the wrong crowd. I'm gonna be honest. Just be mindful of who you hang out with and like what you're gonna get into. Don't change yourself for others. Yeah. So if you want to change for yourself, okay? Like if you're changing yourself to fit in, those people are probably not people you want to be hanging out with anyways. Like, and I think it's just better to make friends by putting in the effort to pursue those friendships and putting effort into the friendship rather than putting in effort to yourself to change yourself just for people to like you, you know? Like people will like you for you. Drama is not worth your time. Like it really isn't. And as much as I tried, like so much drama you can avoid. And as much as I tried to avoid drama, there was still a little bit, because honestly, you can't go through high school without drama. But there's just so many petty things that you really don't need to give it time of day. Everyone, like so many people talk about other people or make stuff up. and it's just insignificant. It's not gonna matter later on, and just don't let it get to you, because it's just petty drama. It's not worth your time, your entertainment. Like, don't fuel it. Like, who honestly cares? I don't know. Like, honestly, I thought I was so unproblematic.
New face filters on Instagram
in my
today.
freshman year.
This is my favorite one so far.
I still found out
nice
by some
job,
other
team.
people that people made stuff up on my end or stuff like that. Like, that's inevitable. But you know at the end of the day that things like that aren't true. Just be a nice person. Like, don't be mean. I don't know how to say this. Like why do you have to be mean? Like, who cares if she, I don't know, wore the same clothes yesterday, or who cares if somebody, I don't know, likes this certain interest? Like, honestly, who cares? Like, live your own life. Just don't be mean. Oh my gosh, so many people are so mean at my school. I hate it. Oh my gosh. Okay, you don't need a date for HOCO. Let's be so for real. Okay, wait, why am I talking? Because I had a date for HOCO, but honestly, I didn't even really hang out with my date that much. Like, I really didn't hang out with my date, to be honest. I didn't even dance with my date. But obviously it's different if you're like dating the person or whatever, but, and I know it's like easy to really want to date. Like, that's what like HOCO seems like you'll see all the HOCO proposals or whatever, the posters. Bro, my poster was so cute. I can't even cap. Why am I talking about this when I said you don't need a date? But honestly, the funnest part about HOCO is like the pictures and like getting food and like whatever you do after, like any functions or stuff like that, hanging out with your friends after HOCO. Like, to be honest, the dance itself was not that fun for me. HOCO week is so fun though. Honestly, my day would have been the same amount of fun with or without a date, I'm gonna be honest. And just go experience, whether you have a date or not, just experience HOCO with the people you know you're gonna have fun with. You really don't need a date. Befriend upperclassmen. Upperclassmen were once you. Like, they literally know everything. They had the same teachers as you. And just being friends with upperclassmen, they're so nice. So many upperclassmen at my school were nice. Obviously not every upperclassman is nice, but like, befriend some nice upperclassmen. Like, they'll help you out. Like, they'll help guide you throughout high school. And, you know, sometimes they even gave me a ride home from extracurriculars. So they always offered too. You know, I would say befriend like at least 1 or 2 nice upperclassmen. Don't rush into a relationship. I'm not really qualified to talk about this because I've never been in a relationship. But like, being fully honest, it's likely that your relationship won't last. From my observations, like, I say like so much, but I'm gonna try not to say like for the rest of the video. So many freshman relationships don't last, and I'm not trying to curse your relationships, but like, I won't do it. Okay, like,
nothing new, nothing changed.
You don't always have to be talking to someone. It can get draining, you know. And I don't think it's fair to like other people if you're constantly jumping from relationship to relationship. It's just, you're like their rebound. Like, they're just like a rebound. So why do I say like so much? Oh, this one, I don't care I said I wasn't qualified to talk about dating, but please don't date someone if their grade is not next to yours. So you're freshmen, don't be dating juniors, don't be dating seniors, and definitely don't jump into a relationship with a sophomore at like the start of the year. Please make sure you know the sophomore for like a bit of time, because if you really think about it, it's just about maturity. Because a 1 or 2 age gap year is not bad, but in high school it is. Like, it's about maturity. Because if a sophomore is hitting on you like the first week of school, that's such a red flag, in my opinion, because you're fresh out of middle school. They've already experienced the year of high school. They have way more experience than you, and they're already hitting on you. I just feel like you're getting taken advantage of. I don't know. So I don't know what that was. My camera kind of just like shut off on me, but even though I have plenty of battery. My credentials to talk about academics, I was all A's, I guess. That's my credential. So starting off, I want to say grades do matter. I'm not gonna lie and say that they're not. But don't obsess over it so much. You're still a freshman and you need to still have fun and socialize. Like, please, socialize. Have fun. Because don't let grades be, like, everything freshman year. Because in reality, like, I'm not 100% sure, but because I'm still gonna be a sophomore. Like, I've only experienced freshman year. But I've seen a lot of people say that freshman year grades kind of matter the least. Like, let's just say you really want to go to college. On college applications, yes, it looks so good that if you have A's all throughout high school. But even if you don't do too good, like your freshman year, if you can still improve, like you're still learning, if you show that you improve throughout high school, that's still good too. But also, I know I said that I'm straight A's freshman. I have over a 4.0 because technically I have over a 4.0 because I took an AP class, but technically I did get a B in my third quarter, but only semester grades count, so it didn't affect my GPA at all. But technically I did get a B, and I don't think you should beat yourself up over it. Just try your hardest, and if your hardest gets you at a bad grade, then it's okay. Like, use it as motivation to do even better, okay? But like, please know it's like not wrong at all to save yourself a little bit of time to just relax. Okay, this is for if you're gonna take an AP, and I think the most common AP, some schools don't let freshmen take AP classes, but I think the most common APs for freshman year is AP Human Geography. One of my friends took, yeah, they did AP Computer Science, like the harder one because there's multiple. And those are the only really APs I know that some freshmen took. I don't really know any other APs that freshmen took. But if your teacher can't teach an AP well, or their teaching style just isn't working for you, self-study, OMG. Especially if you're taking the AP exam, which you definitely should take the AP exam. That's like low-key the whole point of taking an AP class. Like, I know there's the grade boost, but if you do good on the AP test, you get college credit. You're saving yourself so much money. But also, you can research into, like, if you're my school, you have to pay to take the AP test. I know other schools, they don't make you pay. But let's just say you're taking an AP class only for the grade boost, I guess. And you already know what kind of colleges you want to go to, or like what you want to do, but you probably don't know yet. So it's better to take the AP test anyways. But if you really are set on something, even though it might change in the future, and the college you want to go to or something, or your major doesn't offer credit for that AP class, you don't really need to take the test technically, but I still recommend taking the test. But anyways, self-study. There are plenty of resources online, like one AP Classroom. AP Classroom itself is a great resource. Khan Academy books. Go to your library, they might have some. A bunch of people in my class, they borrowed our teacher's flashcards for AP Human Geo. But yeah, self-study. YouTube for AP Human Geo. Mr. Sin, what's his name? Get ready to milk some brain cells, or what's his name? That's what he says. Heimler. I love Heimler. Stop. How did I forget him? Like, there's so many resources. Try to study when you can, and please don't procrastinate on studying. Like, especially for an AP. This is something I had to learn the hard way. In my regular classes, like even just any hard class, any class in general, just study whenever you can. I'm not saying study every day because nobody wants to study every day, but whenever you can, just don't leave it to the day before a test or like an hour before a test, just when you can. And let's just say, oh, my teacher told me about the quiz, it's in 2 weeks, it's fine, I don't need to study yet. If your teacher, likely if your teacher is telling you about a quiz 2 weeks ahead, then you probably need to study 2 weeks ahead. Like, usually they won't, I don't know. When a teacher tells you there's something, not all teachers though, but like, even you don't need to study for long anyways, just like maybe 10 minutes a day or something. for like one test or something.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
For multiple days, that'll build up instead of having to study for 1-2 hours straight the day before the test. Oh, I said especially for an AP because AP tests are hard. You've never taken a test like this before, I promise you. And I learned this the hard way because I procrastinated on studying for the AP test till a week before the actual AP test. I still got that 5 though.
Scared, bro. I think it's 8 a.m. and I haven't slept because I was playing video games, but I just so happened to still be awake by the time it was released. I thought I'd be asleep by now, but so we're gonna check. I'm really scared. I think I got a 4, and if I didn't get a 4, at least I'm gonna cry. How the fuck do I check? Shoot. Oh my gosh! Holy shit! Oh my gosh! Wait, I shouldn't be cussing. Oh my gosh! Yes!
But never again. I'm never doing that again. Like I don't know which AP classes I'm gonna get. I signed up for A Push and AP Environmental Science, but I don't know if I'm gonna get into both those classes because I haven't gotten my schedule yet. But if I do, you will catch me studying at least a month and a half before the test. Do not be like me. Trust me, do not study for the AP test a week before the AP test. There's so much content on it. It's just, you can't, just don't. But even if the class is like easy, because it was easy to get an A in the AP class I took. Like, it wasn't that hard for me to get an A, but it's really different when you're actually taking the test. And I think that goes for a lot of AP classes. Like, you can get an A in the class, you get the grade boost, but if you're taking the test, there's no point in taking the test if you won't at least pass. Like, that's such a waste of money if you don't even pass the AP test. If you're not gonna pass, just don't take it. And you can't, like, get really canceled taking the AP test, you know? Like, I think after a month, after you say you're registered for the AP test, something like that, you can't go back. So that money you spent is wasted. Your school's money is wasted. So at least pass, okay? The PSAT 9, if you go to private school, I don't think you have to take it, but in public schools, I'm pretty sure it's a requirement. Just be aware of it. You really don't have to study like crazy for it or anything. I didn't study at all for the PSAT. I got, I think, no, I don't know what I got actually. I'll put that up there when I remember. But I didn't get like the best score compared to other people in my grade, but who cares? Just let the PSAT be the PSAT 9 be a learning experience. I think the PSAT 10 is more important. I heard a teacher talking about this, but you might want to look it up just to be sure. But I think the PSAT is more important anyways because it can qualify you for like certain scholarships, but I'm not sure for sure. But I don't think the PSAT 9 does any of that. But like, yeah, you don't need a good score on the PSAT. It's just a benchmark to see where you might be at and where you might need help. So don't take it to heart if you get a bad score on the PSAT. Let's see. Okay, don't be afraid to ask questions. Like, don't. Just ask for help. Someone probably has the same question anyways. It's not embarrassing to raise your hand and just ask a question. Even if you think it's stupid, just ask, okay? Ask for help. Put yourself out there. Apply yourself. Do your own work. Apply yourself. Do your own work. Just ask for help, not answers. Do your homework on your free time, like your free time throughout the day. So if you have like 20 minutes, like your teacher's done talking, you have your work done for the class, like there's nothing to do left in class for 20 minutes, or you have free time during lunch, do your work, your homework in other classes during that free time. Don't use it as like a way to like go on your phone or whatever. And you can still like, I feel like you can like you can still talk to your friends while you're doing your work, but do it during your free time because it's so much, I feel like it's so much better keeping the school stuff at school, you know, because then you don't have to spend so much time after school trying to get your work done. Just take advantage of the free time you get at school. You'll get a lot more done than you think, and just good time management. Okay, studying. YouTube is gonna be your best friend for studying, for sure. So many concepts. Literally, you can learn so much stuff on YouTube you're feeling confused, look up how to do it on YouTube. YouTube will be your best friend. More studying tips. Don't study in bed. I never really did that. I tried doing it once, and they're right. Don't study in bed. I literally fell asleep. I would say study methods. Flashcards are definitely the best for languages, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend flashcards for other subjects that are like a lot of STEM like subjects, because those really need you to apply the concept rather than like vogue memorization. Usually. So I wouldn't say, no, flashcards are always pretty good, but I wouldn't say it's the best for like that. But they're definitely the best for languages. Whoa, I look like Charles right now, bro. I look so Charles. No, we're gonna like lock in. Hold up. Ooh, that's not. The syllabus is very important. Pay attention to the syllabus. I said earlier that that's where you'll see what school supplies you need. Your teacher like basically tells you most of the stuff you need to know. It tells you how they grade. It tells you like percentage of what things are worth. The syllabus is very important and just tells you a lot about how to succeed in the class. So I would just I never threw out a copy of a syllabus till like the end of the year. Just keep the syllabus. And usually some syllabuses will be online, so not all exams are created equally. Exams suck. OMG, exams. So tiring. But, they're probably gonna get worse. I'm so scared for sophomore slump. But you know what? I think I'll survive. No, I will survive. Positive affirmations. But anyways, back on topic. You can prioritize which exams you really want to like hone in on studying for, I would say. Definitely take advantage of like exam scheduling, because ours was 2 exams a day. So keep that in mind. I would say like plan when you're gonna study for each exam. Oh my gosh, did I skip over this? General advice. Oh my gosh, I think I skipped over this one thing. But get a planner. Planners are so helpful. Or you can just use like Google Classroom, but something to help with time management, get a planner. Or use Google Classroom, either one is good. Keep in mind like how much of your grade the exam is worth. Like how there's grade calculators online and stuff. Still try to do your best, of course, but some exams you need to do better on. Like teachers will tell you usually how the exams are formatted, so just keep that in mind too. Okay, my final comments. Thank you for listening to this long yap sesh, but for real though, live in the moment. You're gonna learn and grow as you go, and please prioritize your mental health. That's so important. And have fun. Just have fun. It's high school. It's important, but it's not as deep as you think, I promise. And you'll do just fine. You'll really do just fine. Times during freshman year, I thought it was the end of the world, but it really wasn't. And it's probably gonna get worse as high school goes. You know, I still gotta experience sophomore year, junior year, senior year, but just, yeah. Live in the moment. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, you know, tune in for my other future content. Thank you, and goodbye.